What's up, y'all? Tribe here. So, I want to thank the viewers, small YouTube channel, but we're growing time though. So, let's get into it, right? Battle on one demons, right? The battle. It's like where does the demonic energy come from, right? Like, how do they even enter your subconscious mind? How did they get around to festering your soul type shit, right? Now, when I'm talking about the inner battle with the demons, I'm talking from the experiences that I went through and the experience I see other men through. So once upon a time, I mean, in the hood, you got junkies all around. And I was sitting there, I was talking to this junkie. And I asked him like, damn, like how you get like that? And he said, man, I just kept on chasing. I just kept on chasing. And I was like, as I got older and I started picking up my own habits and my own addictions, I asked myself the same question that I asked him. But to go back to what he was saying, how he was just chasing, and he was chasing his high, and he was just chasing his high and neglecting himself, and you know what I'm saying, just chasing things with outside of him and creating a demon within his own soul. So, and that lies in all factors, all different layers, whether it's drugs, whether it's women, whether it's money, or whatever justification you may give for your own excuse. So when he said that, I'm like, damn. And I mean, and I had to reflect on it years ago when I was going through my own addictions. Like, I mean, going through my own pill phase, lean phase, perk phase. I'm like, damn, well, I asked myself the same question I once upon a time asked him. Like, yo, what's causing this? I had to investigate my own internal soul so I could understand myself on a spiritual level. So my justification was like, I just wanted to escape, even if it was for a moment, just escape this mundane ass reality. Poor justification, but indeed I did. And one thing about the demons, demon don't compromise. No matter which your position in life, anybody can get it with a demon. So I'm like, damn, it was like a bittersweet thing to me. I loved it, but I hated it at the same time. You feel me? So more or less though, I overcame it. I beat that demon. I put it in its proper perspective. But I would say this: when you think you beat a demon, you truly didn't beat it. Yeah, I have overcome that, but it's around you every day, whether it's women, lust, hate, envy, addictions. It's around you every day in America. In America, everything is about consumption. Everything is about consumption. We consume food. We consume gossip. We consume media. We consume everything outside of us that's not really fucking valid. And that takes us from a internal power that we all possess, I feel like, to turn that demon into a god. You know what I'm saying? So going down this path of this trifling path, it was this trickling down. You when it comes to your addictions, and it brings on more addictions, and it brings on more filth, and it brings on more shame, and next thing you know, you in agony. Your heart is in agony. Your heart is in pain. And I seen men go through this in real time. I went through this in real time, and I seen great men break their pivot because they couldn't kick their demons. You know what I'm saying? And not only in a filthy manner. It could be ego. It could be whatever the case may be. It could be anger. You understand what I'm saying? Even the late great Muhammad Ali, that was a demon. His ego was a demon. His ego was a demon that caused him great suffering, brain injury, because he didn't learn how to be blessed by his wins and take his L's and move on. You know what I'm saying? And that caused him great suffering. No matter no matter what man, you can be the most righteous man in the world. A demon is a demon. And you got to learn to lose sometimes, and you got to learn to accept that. So and submit yourself onto it, so you can move on and have peace with your life. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I was getting at when I did that series, because I had to dig deep within on what I seen and what I've been through and what I see other men been through and what I see other men going through and when I see other men that's going to go through it. And the spiritual walk is a lonely walk. You got to truly get by yourself and adjust yourself on a deep spiritual level on on where these demons coming from and how can you overcome them and how can you perpetually overcome them, continually overcome them. You know what I'm saying? It's truly a war going on outside. No man is safe from, no matter your position, with these demons within your own soul. But understand there's a caveat to it because the demon is not so bad all the time, pertaining on what the circumstances is. Because the Most High God had to make this force for a reason. And what was the reason? I don't know. May the world never know. I mean, can a demon be considered evil? In certain ways. And I mean, because sometimes it is necessary to be a demon. You know what I mean? But sometimes, but if you go into being a demon, you need to be a controlled demon. You know what I mean? So, yeah, a couple of years back, I was upset with my siblings, my siblings, like my brothers and sisters, because I felt like they had demons in them that wasn't resonating with my soul. But then I had to take a much deeper introspect, and I told myself like, hey, yo, the same demon within them is within you. So I say that to say, in America, we like pointing a finger. We like saying, oh, that person is, or that person that, or look at them, or look at their mistakes. Look within yourself, because I promise you, when you take a deeper look, you ain't too far from the fucking totem pole, nigga. Promise you that shit. And that is where the growth coming at. That is where the understanding coming at. That is where the wisdom coming at. So you can deal with yourself on the deepest levels. Because going down the spiritual walk, you have to, there's no way around that. You truly have to address yourself. Hold on real quick. You truly have to address yourself on a spiritual level. You know what I mean? You truly have to address yourself on a spiritual level. But you win the battle. But you didn't win a war though. I mean, you won the battle, but you didn't win the war. But let me get up out of here. I'll catch y'all on the next one.